Sure, here's a full-length article, around 1600 words, crafted to be engaging for a YouTube video narration. It's written in a smooth, storytelling style, ideal for voiceover delivery and visual storytelling. It covers the fictional reintroduction of the 2025 Ford Probe, as Ford has not officially announced a 2025 model, treating it as a speculative yet realistic revival. In a world driven by innovation, nostalgia often takes the wheel, and now, it seems Ford has decided to combine both with the bold return of a name that once divided enthusiasts and left a mark on automotive history. The Ford Probe, first introduced in the late 80s as a front-wheel drive, sporty coupe, has returned for 2025, reimagined, re-engineered, and ready to challenge convention once again. Whether you're a car enthusiast, a design junkie, or simply someone who loves a good underdog story, the 2025 Ford Probe is here to stir the pot. Now, for those who remember the original Probe, it was a child of the times, born during Ford's collaboration with Mazda, built on the same platform as the Mazda MX-6, and designed with the intention of replacing the Ford Mustang. That idea alone ruffled feathers among purists. While it never took over the Mustang throne, the Probe carved out its own legacy with its futuristic styling and nimble handling, especially in its GT trim. But over time, the name faded into the background, becoming one of those cult classics that people either loved or loved to forget. Fast forward to 2025, and the new Ford Probe isn't just a tribute, it's a transformation. Built for a new generation yet echoing the spirit of the original, the 2025 version is sleek, bold, and strikingly modern. Ford isn't calling this a muscle car, a hot hatch, or even a sports coupe. They're calling it a Neo Coupe, a new category designed to blend performance, practicality, and futuristic tech in a single package. It's a vehicle meant to blur the lines between tradition and tomorrow. At first glance, the design of the new Probe is enough to turn heads. It wears a fastback silhouette that's reminiscent of Grand Tourers, but with sharper, more aggressive lines. The front fascia is dominated by slim LED headlights that stretch across a ventless grille, giving it a sleek, electric persona. And yes, you heard that right, the 2025 Probe comes in both electric and hybrid trims, with the gasoline-only option reserved strictly for the Enthusiast Performance Edition. Ford knows its market and is playing both sides, environmentally conscious commuters and thrill-seekers alike. From the side, the body hugs the wheels in a way that feels aerodynamic yet muscular. A swooping roofline flows seamlessly into a ducktail spoiler, and the floating seat pillar gives it a lightweight, almost conceptual aesthetic. 19 and 20-inch alloy wheels, depending on trim, are wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport tires, emphasizing its performance credentials. You can tell this isn't a rebadged EV or a dressed-up commuter, it has intention baked into its design. Under the hood, or under the floor, in the case of the EV model, the real story unfolds. The all-electric version of the 2025 Probe is built on Ford's next-general GE3 platform, the same modular EV foundation expected to underpin a range of upcoming vehicles. It features a dual-motor setup capable of producing 480 horsepower and 620 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60, a blistering 3.8 seconds. And with an estimated range of 325 miles on a single charge, it's more than just fast, it's practical. Ford has also included 800-volt architecture for rapid charging, meaning you can get from 10% to 80% in under 20 minutes with the right charger. For those not ready to fully commit to electric, the hybrid version is no slouch either. It pairs a 2.3-liter EcoBoost turbocharged engine with an electric motor for a combined output of 370 horsepower. It features torque vectoring all-wheel drive, adaptive dampers, and multiple drive modes that range from eco to track. Whether you're weaving through traffic or carving up a mountain pass, the hybrid Probe offers a balanced mix of performance and efficiency. Then there's the enthusiast's dream, the limited-run gasoline-only Probe Street. Here, Ford gets nostalgic in the best way possible. It borrows the 2.7-liter twin-turbo V6 from the Ford Edge ST, tuned to deliver 415 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. Mated to a 6-speed manual transmission, yes, a manual, the Probe ST is rear-wheel drive, with a mechanical limited-slip differential and Brembo brakes. This version is less about lap times and more about smiles per gallon. It's the spiritual successor to the Probe GT, and enthusiasts will appreciate every detail, from the rev-matching downshifts to the subtle throwback, probe, badge in red on the rear fascia. Inside, the 2025 Probe leans hard into tech while respecting driver engagement. The cabin is minimalistic but rich in materials. Vegan leather, Alcantara, and brushed aluminum dominate the interior. A 13.2-inch curved touchscreen serves as the command center, running Ford's Sync 5 operating system. It's fast, intuitive, and supports full wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. A secondary 10.5-inch digital cluster offers customizable layouts, while the head-up display projects crucial driving info right onto the windshield. Ford's decision to integrate AI-based voice control, gesture recognition, and predictive navigation puts the Probe in the same league as tech-forward competitors like the Tesla Model 3 and BMW i4. The system can learn your routines, suggest routes based on traffic and calendar data, and even adjust climate control based on your preferences. And for those late-night drives or spontaneous road trips, ambient lighting and an immersive B&O sound system create a cabin experience that's as emotional as it is functional. Safety hasn't been left behind either. The new Probe includes Ford's latest Copilot 363.0 suite, offering adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane centering, blind spot monitoring, intersection assist, and a new evasive steering feature. There's even a semi-autonomous drive mode, perfect for highway cruising or traffic jams, where the car can handle most of the driving under supervision. Of course, no modern car is complete without customization, and Ford delivers here too. The 2025 Probe offers 5 trims: Base, Sport, ST Line, Titanium, and ST, along with exclusive launch colors like Deep Space Blue, Crimson Nova, and Cyber Orange. You can also spec optional performance packages, enhanced aero kits, and track day add-ons like telemetry displays and lightweight forged wheels. But what might be most interesting is how the Probe fits into today's market. Coupes are a dying breed, with most automakers leaning into SUVs, crossovers, and EV sedans. Yet here comes the Probe, a low-slung two-door that dares to be different. It's not just a car, it's a statement. Ford is betting that a younger audience, raised on retro video games and inspired by synthwave aesthetics, is ready for a modern sports coupe that stands out on TikTok and Instagram while delivering real-world performance and comfort. Critics are already calling it the spiritual rival to the Hyundai Ioniq 6, the Toyota GR86, and even the Mustang Mach-E, depending on the trim. But to compare it to other cars might be missing the point. The new Probe isn't about being better than the competition, it's about being different. It's about reviving a name that never got a fair chance and giving it the tools to succeed in a very different world. And maybe that's what makes this car so special. It's not the fastest, it's not the cheapest, and it doesn't fit neatly into a box. But it doesn't need to. In an era where cars often feel soulless, the 2025 Ford Probe brings back a sense of identity. It asks you to remember what made you love cars in the first place: the sound of the engine, the feel of the road, the freedom of the open highway. And for that reason alone, it might just be one of the most exciting cars of the year. So whether you're here for the nostalgia, the performance, or just the bold design, the 2025 Ford Probe deserves your attention. It's not just a reboot, it's a rebirth. And in the age of electric evolution, this coupe might just be the spark we didn't know we needed. Want this adapted into a full YouTube script with cues for visuals and transitions? I can do that too.